From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Shannon Slockett at Wendy Yelland in Williamsburg today.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Lillis Insurance Agency in Williamsburg if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Ullman's Fine Home Furnishings has been turning ideas into beautiful homes for over 86 years.
Quality, style, and a fun shopping experience are what Ullman's is known for.
Come visit Ullman's in Williamsburg and see their vast selection.
And remember, there's always free delivery. Stop at Ullman's Fine Home Furnishings in Williamsburg today and stay as long as you like.
Do you know my mom's a realtor? I love the Valentine. Let's talk about moving. I can't wait until it's closing day. Are you thinking of buying and selling? My mom can be your real estate agent. It's closing day! I'm gonna work for the Valentine someday. I love Williamsburg. Go Raiders! Williamsburg is my home.
Doc's Tap Room on the Square in Williamsburg is your place to grab a brew, gather, and have a good time. Doc specializes in local Iowa craft brews and offers locally made ice cream, fresh squeezed lemonade, and Raiderade and delicious appetizers. Doc's loves to support live, local music. Check our Facebook page or website to see upcoming show dates and times. Come see us at Doc's in Williamsburg.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Yeah.
Bigger car. Here is your plan. Goodbye.
When protecting your future, count on a human. Only a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent will sit down with you for a super check and together create a plan that works for you. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Shannon Slockett at Wendy Yelland in Williamsburg today.
Williamsburg Dental Health Clinic is a proud sponsor of Williamsburg Schools and Raider Athletics, serving Williamsburg, Iowa County, and surrounding communities since 2005. Our office employs all kinds of smile experts. Our skilled doctors, Megan Greer and Erica Takanami, take pride in providing the best quality of dentistry for our patient family and stand behind the care they provide. Our fun team of assistants are here to talk you through procedures and answer any questions to put you at ease. Our team of caring hygienists aim to keep you comfortable as they build a relationship of trust with every patient that steps into our office. Call our front office to get scheduled as a new patient or resume your care. Williamsburg Dental Health Clinic, comfortable, friendly care for your smile. Because when you smile, we smile. Located at 827 South Highland Street. Call us today at 319-668-9808 to experience the difference.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterbauer and sales associate Amanda Hohenschel in Williamsburg today.
Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the light surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside and you've got nothing to hide. To reach the top you've gotta keep on moving. Don't let it stop, just gotta keep on moving. I know you're doing your best, you're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test and then you gotta
Pain, hands, feet, it comes and goes. Neuropathy pain strikes and another drug or surgery just won't do. At least talk to Agape Chiropractic Laser Clinic for a consultation. It won't cost a dime. Agape has the only FDA-approved Class 4 therapeutic laser that just might be your answer. No drugs, no surgeries. Worth a call? Agape Chiropractic Laser Clinic. Call for a free consultation and start feeling better without drugs or surgery.
Every home has a story, and for us, it's about the excitement on a young couple's face when they get the keys to their first home, or the happiness of watching a growing family purchase a home with a bigger backyard for their kids to roam. It's about the attention to detail of a new build and long-time dream finally taking off. And it's about the satisfaction of making the home buying process simple and smooth for a family looking to get back to their roots in the country. Apply in person or through the FTSB Mortgage Express app and let us help start your story. Come see us.
Bellin Construction, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has been a proud Raider supporter for over 30 years. Our family-owned and operated business also takes pride in serving the Williamsburg area and surrounding communities. Whether you need us for new construction, remodels, plumbing service calls, or HVAC replacements, we have the experience it takes to get the job done right. From our crew at Belland Inc., go Raiders!
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterbauer and sales associate Amanda Hohenschel in Williamsburg today.
Berg Insurance has been offering the Williamsburg community peace of mind for over 50 years. We are an independent agency representing many different carriers to custom fit your needs. Home, health, life, farm, crop, auto. We have you covered. Visit our website or give us a call today. Berg Insurance on the Square in Williamsburg. We can't think of a better place to call home. Let's go Raiders. Play Tater tough.
Every home has a story, and for us, it's about the excitement on a young couple's face when they get the keys to their first home, or the happiness of watching a growing family purchase a home with a bigger backyard for their kids to roam. It's about the attention to detail of a new build and long-time dream finally taking off. And it's about the satisfaction of making the home buying process simple and smooth for a family looking to get back to their roots in the country. Apply in person or through the FTSB Mortgage Express app and let us help start your story. Come see us.
Go!
Good evening and welcome to the Williamsburg Raider basketball on the Williamsburg YouTube channel. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you for taking some time for Williamsburg Raider basketball. Tonight the Raiders are starting WAMAC conference play against the 12th ranked Center Point Urbana Storm and Pointers. Center Point Urbana is moving from the WAMAC West division to the East this year with the addition of the Grinnell Tigers to the WAMAC West. I have the Storm and Pointers predicted to finish third in the WAMAC East behind the Solon Spartans and the Mount Vernon Mustangs. The Storm and Pointers are losing 3 starters from last season. Taylor Reeves, who ranked 6th in the WAMAC in 3-pointers attempted and 8th in 3-pointers made. Nicole Rick and Olivia Sweeney, along with reserve Kaylee Spurlock, who was the CPU Bench Player of the Year. But Center Point Urbana is returning their top 2 players from last season, and now juniors Maya Hillers and Addie Tupa. Hillers led the Storm and Pointers in scoring and rebounding last season, averaging 10.7 points per game and 6 rebounds. Addie Tupa led Center Point Urbana in assists, averaging 2.3 assists, and was second in rebounding, averaging 4.3 boards a game. The Raiders are 10 and 20 all-time versus the Storm and Pointers, losing both meetings last season, 77-44 and 49-37, and have lost 18 in a row. The last Raider victory over Center Point Urbana was in the 2013-2014 season, 51-46. In the game here at the rack, Center Point Urbana had a season-high 32 field goals made on a season-high 62 field goals attempted for a season-high field goal percentage of 52%, making 8 threes for an effective field goal percentage of 58%, their third highest of the season. The top 2 shooting performances for Center Point Urbana came in their 2 games with South Tama with effective field goal percentages of 61 and 63%. The Storm and Pointers had a season-high 26 assists, assisting on 81% of their field goals made. The 77 points scored by Center Point Urbana was a season-high, tying the 77 points they scored at South Tama for an offensive efficiency of 126.7 points per 100 possessions, their third highest of the season. Again, the top 2 offense performances were against South Tama, with offensive efficiencies of 136.6 at South Tama and 138.2 versus South Tama at Center Point. Helping the Storm and Pointers' offensive efficiency against the Raiders last season here at the rack was the Storm and Pointers collecting 14 offensive rebounds, the second most on the season, with their season-high 16 offensive rebounds coming against the Independence Mustangs. With the season-high field goal percentage, the 14 offensive rebounds against the Raiders, Center Point collecting 54% of their misses, a season-high. Of all the games last season, I thought the performance by the Storm and Pointers was the best I saw all season long. For Center Point Urbana, the Farm Bureau Player of the game was Avery Sweeney with 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting, 2 for 3 from 3-point range and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Grabbed 2 rebounds, 1 of those on the offensive boards, had 6 assists and 1 steal. The Ullman's Furniture Bench Player of the game,
Doc's Tap Room on the Square in Williamsburg is your place to grab a brew, gather and have a good time. Doc specializes in local Iowa craft brews and offers locally made ice cream, fresh squeezed lemonade, and Raiderade and delicious appetizers. Doc loves to support live, local music. Check our Facebook page or website to see upcoming show dates and times. Come see us at Doc's in
McKenna
Williamsburg.
Hughes and Jenna Thurm. For Hughes, it was her 3rd player of the game as she scored a season-high 19 points on 6 of 12 shooting and 7 of 10 from the free throw line.
We're interested in
had
life
1
insurance.
rebound, which came off the offensive end. Had 4 assists, 3
Here is your
steals.
plan.
This was Jenna Thurm's only player of the game on the season, as she scored 14 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 4 for 6 from three-point range, grabbed 6 rebounds, 2 of them on the offensive end, and had 1 steal.
Contact Shannon
The points,
Slockett
field
and
goals
Wendy
made,
Yelland
field goals
in
attempted,
Williamsburg
three-pointers made, and three-pointers attempted, and rebounds were all season highs for Thurm. The 12th-ranked Center Point Urbana-Stolen Pointers' first game of the 2023-24 season was at number 3 Benton, losing to the Lady Cats 45-44. A tight game throughout. The game was tied at 13 at the end of the first quarter, and Center Point Urbana trailed by 1, 26-25 at halftime. The Lady Cats extended their lead to 37-31 at the end of 3. The Storm Pointers would outscore Benton 13-8 in the fourth quarter, but it was not enough, falling by 1 point, losing their season opener 45-44. Center Point Urbana shot the ball well, shooting a 51%, 14-27 from the field, but the difference in the game was the Lady Cats making 8 threes to only 2 by CPU, and Benton making 11 free throws to 4 for the Storm Pointers. For Center Point Urbana, the player of the game was junior Addie Tupa with 8 points, 4 of 8 shooting, 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
Unbelievable amount
The
of
KC sub of the game was junior Sydney McCormick with 4 points, 2 or 3 from the field, 1 rebound.
Farm Bureau stepped
For
up
Benton,
right
the
away
player of the
and
game
said,
was
"Hey, we
senior
got you.
Emma
We'll be there
Townsley,
for you."
who will battle Bliss Beck and Ava Locklear and Clear Creek Amana for Womack West Player of the Year, with 24 points on 7 of 16 shooting, 4 for 8 from three-point range, and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Junior Hannah Greiner was the KC sub of the game with 2 points, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and grabbed 3 rebounds, with 1 of those coming off the offensive glass. The Raiders' first game of the season was versus West Branch. West Branch Bears of the River Valley Conference. The Raiders had an impressive performance on both ends of the floor. It was West Branch that scored the first 5 points in the game to lead 5-0. The Raiders would answer with a 15-0 run to lead 15-5 late in the first quarter. The Bears' Kylie Pickett would hit back-to-back three-pointers to cut the Raiders' lead down to 4, but the Raiders would close out the first quarter with a three-pointer made by Taylor Heitman for a 7-point 18-11 lead. The Raiders would go on to a 22-1 run in the second quarter to lead by 28, 40-12. West Branch would close out the first half with 2 three-pointers made for a 22-point 40-18 Raider halftime lead. The Raiders extended their 22-point halftime lead to 38 points at the end of the third quarter, 61-23,
Every
outscoring the
home
Bears
has a story,
21-5.
and for
Both
us,
teams scored
it's
6
about
points
the
in the fourth
excitement
quarter
on a young
as both
couple's
teams
face
emptied their benches
when they
for
get
the
the keys to their first
67-29
home.
final.
Or the
The Raiders
happiness
scored
of
67
watching
points
a growing
for an
family
offensive
purchase a
efficiency of
home with a bigger
113.6
backyard for
points
their
per
kids
1
to roam.
possessions. Last
It's
year, the
about the
Raiders
attention to
averaged
detail
42
of a
points
new
a
build
game for an offensive
and
efficiency
long-time
of
dream finally
74.7.
taking off.
Most
And it's
points
about the
Raiders scored last
satisfaction of
season
making
was
the home buying
55 at
process
South
simple
Tama.
and smooth
67
for a
points
family
the Raiders
looking to
scored
get back
versus
to their
West Branch
roots in the
is the
country.
most points the Raiders have scored
Apply in
since
person
the first
or
game
through
of
the
the
FTSB Mortgage Express
2020-2021
app,
season,
and let
scoring
us
68 points
help start
in an
your
81-68 loss at
Come see
Marion.
us.
Junior Carly
Bellin
Lynch was the
Construction,
Farm Bureau
Plumbing,
star player of
Heating,
the
and
game.
Air Conditioning
If you're
has
looking
been
for
a
a star
proud
to help
Raiders
you navigate
supporter
through
for
the
over
difficulties
30
of life,
years.
give Farm
Our
Bureau
family
agent
owned
Jared
and
Constable
operated
a call.
business
Learn
also
how you
takes
can make
pride
it
in
easy to
serving the
protect the things that are
Williamsburg
most
area
important to
and
you.
surrounding
Your home,
communities.
family, farm,
Whether you need
future.
us for new construction, remodels, plumbing service calls, or HVAC replacements, we have the experience it takes to get the job done right.
Had 5 rebounds, 1 of them coming on the offensive end, 2 assists and 3 steals.
From our crew at Bellin Inc., go Raiders.
Bench player of the game. Whether you're
State
furnishing a large home or efficiency condo, you're sure to find something that fits your needs at Allman's Furniture.
The barn with the funny
Sanchez scored 15 points on 7 of 9 shooting, 1 for 3 from three-point range, had 3 assists and 3 steals.
I've never
Fellow
seen him.
freshman Ava Hooker had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Also new to the Raiders is sophomore Kennedy Skaggs, who had 12 points on 4 of 7 shooting, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and also 2 for 2 from three-point range. Grabbed 3 rebounds, 1 of them on the offensive end,
for over 50 years.
had 3 assists and 3 blocks. The Raiders only had 9 block shots all of last year, and Skaggs had 3 in her first game.
life.
The Raiders also held West Branch to shooting 34.5%, 10 for 29 field goal.
Visit our website or give us a call today.
33% from
Berg
three-point
Insurance on
range,
the
7
Square
for
in
21,
Williamsburg.
with the Bears
We can't
taking
think of a better place to
72% of their
call
shots from three-point
Let's go
range.
Raiders.
The Raiders
Play
forced the
tater
Bears
tot.
to turn the ball over on 46% of their possessions, forcing 27 turnovers, 12 of which were steals by the Raiders. The Raiders held West Branch to 29 points for a defensive efficiency of 49.2 points per 100 possessions. Last year, the Raiders allowed 53.2 points per game for a defensive efficiency of 94.2 points allowed per 100 possessions. For the Bears, the Farm Bureau player of the game was senior Kylie Pickett with 15 points on 5-11 shooting, all of that coming from three-point range, along with 1 rebound and 1 assist. The Casey's sub of the game, Casey's, the pizza place that sells gas and subs too, was sophomore Lexi Skye with 3 points, 1-for-1 shooting, and that, of course, coming from three-point range off the bench for the Bears. Taking a look at the Capper Ford keys to the game. For offense, that goes to a center point Urbana. The Capper Ford key to the game for offense goes to the Stormont Pointers, as CPU averaged up 49 points per game last season, ranking 7th in the WAMAC for an offensive efficiency of 82.8 points per 100 possessions, to the Raiders' 42.2 points per game, which ranked 9th in the WAMAC for an offensive efficiency of 74.7, which also ranked 9th. The Center Point Urbana is losing 2 of their top 3 scorers from last season in Taylor Reeves and Nicole Rick, but do return their leading scorer from last season in Maya Hillers, along with Addie Tupa and Avery Sweeney, who were 4th and 5th in scoring last season for the Stormont Pointers. The Stormont Pointers were the better shooting team last season. Center Point Urbana shooting 35.6% from the field, taking 47% of their shots from three-point range, which ranked 2nd in the WAMAC, making just over 6 three-pointers a game on just over 22 three-pointers attempted, which ranked 2nd, shooting at 28% from three-point range. The Benton Lady Cats led the WAMAC from three-point range last season, taking 49% of their shots from three-point range, averaging 24 three-pointers attempted, making almost 8. With the three-point attempts being factored into their field goal percentage, that gives CPU an effective field goal percentage of 42%, which ranks 6th in the WAMAC. As a sophomore, Maya Hillers led the Stormont Pointers in field goal percentage, shooting just under 49%, doing all of her work in the paint, only taking 21 three-pointers last season, just under 11% of her field goals attempted. Addie Tupa, on the other hand, took almost half of her shots from three-point range, taking 48% of her shots from three-point range, 53 of 110 field goals attempted, shooting 32% from behind the arc. As sophomores, Josie Klett and Adeline Wade played in every game last season, and freshman Denny Catcher played in 20 of 23 games. Wade and Catcher will need to replace the three-point shooting as CPU is losing from Taylor Reeves, Olivia Sweeney, and Kaylee Spurlock. Wade and Catcher took most of their shots from three-point range, with Adeline Wade taking 67% of her shots from three-point range. Denny Catcher taking 62% of her shots. Josie Klett did most of her work in the paint, but can't extend her range to a three-point line, where she took 36% of her shots from three-point range. The Raiders are returning their top 3 scorers from last season, Zoe Allen, Carly Rich, and McKenna Hughes, and have added sophomore Kennedy Skaggs and freshman Ava Hooker and Taylor Sanchez to the lineup. Sanchez scored 15 points on 7-9 shooting in her first game versus West Branch, and Skaggs scored 12 on 4 of 7 shooting, a perfect 2 for 2 from three-point range and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Ava Hooker scored 5 points, grabbed 2 rebounds, dished out 3 assists, and had a team-high 4 steals in her first varsity game. The Raiders shot 34% last season and returned their top 4 shooters from last season, Zoe Allen, McKenna Hughes, Carly Rich, and Clara Sinclair. The Raiders shot 26% from three-point range, taking almost 40% of their shots from three-point range for an effective field goal percentage of just under 40%, ranking 9th in the WAMAC. The Raiders will miss Jenna Thurm, Natalie Beamer, but return their top 3 three-point shooters in Carly Rich, McKenna Hughes, and Zoe Allen. We'll take a look at the rest of our Capper Ford keys to the game as the game rolls along here. But let's send it down to Michael Jepson, PA announcer Michael Jepson for the starting lineups, sponsored by the Sundown. If you're looking for starters, a main course, or good beverages, stop on down to the Sundown. No matter when you'll visit, you'll enjoy great food and great company. Visit the Sundown Bar and Grill today to see what all the hype is about.
Good evening and welcome to the Warehouse on Walnut and Williamsburg Raider Girls Basketball. The Athletic Department Association enjoyed the efforts of the student athletes and welcome the players, coaches, students, and fans of the Star Pointers and Center Pointer Baby. Athletic events can be the best environment where you can find girls, students, and adults. Please cheer Bart by exhibiting the goals of the sports chip. Take knowledge of your team, respect the decisions of the game officials, and by recognizing the efforts of the opponent. First, your starting lineups for the Storm Pointers. Number 4, Avery Sweeney. Number 1, Adeline Wade. Sophomore, number 15, Debbie Patrick. Number 33, Addison Tupa. Junior, number 40, Maya Phillips. The Phillips are coached by Phillips Mike, assisted by Dan Bailey, Nick Kellogg, Derek Chance, and Casey Tupa. We would like to welcome the officials for tonight, Chris Armstrong, Kevin Lloyd, and Andrew Leopard. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Pointers coming out with their starting 5. Avery Sweeney, Adeline Wade, Denny Catcher, Addie Tupa, and Maya Hillers, 4 juniors and a sophomore. The Raiders coming out with Carly Rich, Clara Sinclair, Zoe Allen, McKenna Hughes, and Kennedy Skaggs. So 1 senior on the floor for the Raiders, along with 2 juniors and 2 sophomores. Opening jump goes to Center Point Urbana in the road black uniforms. Yellow numbers and yellow border. And they get it inside to Hillers. Strong up and in to get our first points of the ball game. Raiders able to break the pressure. Down to 20 seconds on the shot clock as they're setting up the offense. Rich gets a screen, now double teamed up top. Get some help from Zoe Allen, now driving into the middle of the lane on Hillers, and it's good, and a foul. That would be huge if the Raiders are able to get Maya Hillers in foul trouble, best player from last season. And Allen completes the old-fashioned three-point play. And the Raiders come with their full court pressure. No problem breaking that pressure. Hillers gets it down low to Wade, kicks it back out. Allen knocks it off of Denny Catcher. The first turnover of the game for the Stoneman Pointers. Skaggs will trigger. Three-quarter court 1-2-2 pressure here by Center Point Urbana. Skaggs will break the pressure. There's the trap, deflected, recovered by Skaggs. Trying to break the double team, gets it over to Carly Rich driving. Bump, no call, but offensive rebound put back in by Skaggs. Raiders take a 5-2 lead after the Raiders win over West Branch. Decisive victory over the Bears. This will be a great measuring stick to see where the Raiders stand for the season. Long three-pointer there by Sweeney. McKenna Hughes will now set up the offense, being guarded by Sweeney. Kicks it over to the right side to Carly Rich. Down to Skaggs, and she's fouled on the drive. Two quick fouls on Center Point Urbana. That one's going to be on Avery Sweeney, her first. Skaggs to the free throw line for two. Perfect 2 for 2 in the first game. Remains perfect. Now 3 for 3. Raiders now lead 6-2. And hits that one as well. 7-2 the Raiders lead up by 5. Starting a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Ball poked away by Rich, stolen by Hughes. Second turnover. Nice pass over to Rich. Left-hand layup is no good, but picked up by Sinclair. And then a turnover on the Raiders as Rich had not established herself back in bounds, as Sinclair was looking for help after collecting the offensive rebound. So first turnover on the Raiders, who Hillers almost walked with it there, being guarded by McKenna Hughes. Pump fake at the three-point line, driving into the lane. Spinning shot put up by Tupa. No good, but the offensive rebound collected by CPU. Hillers being guarded by Zoe Allen, driving on the left-hand side, puts the shot up, and it's blocked by Allen. Out of bounds, so CPU will maintain control. Still plenty of time on the shot clock after the previous offensive rebound by Center Point Urbana. Sweeney triggers in to Wade. Tupa back to Sweeney at top of the key, being guarded by Clara Sinclair. Hillers at the top of the key, gets it down low, and Catcher's shot is off but fouled. First foul on the Raiders. They're going to call that on McKenna Hughes. Picking up the first. And Denny Catcher going to the free throw line. Did not attempt a free throw in their first game, but hits the second. 7-3 the Raiders lead. Now they're going a little more full court, full 55 press on that one. Raiders no problem breaking it. Oh, nice pass by Sinclair to Zoe Allen, but she's unable to control it. Stolen away, and then stolen back by McKenna Hughes, and she's fouled. Emily Bowe checking in for Avery Sweeney. Also going out is Adeline Wade. And Josie Klett checking in. Ava Hooker and Taylor Heitman checking in for the Raiders. Skaggs with the left hand is good. Nice spin move in the lane. 9-3, quickly back down the floor is center point Urbana. Shot up just short by Tupa. That offensive rebound. And fouled. And Carly Rich picking up her first foul. Second team foul on the Raiders. Long three-pointer by Denny Catcher is good. That's the Raider lead down to 3, 9-6. Now back to that three-quarter court 1-2-2 press. Heitman in the left corner, three with the answer. That's the first attempt from three-point range for the Raiders. And now they lead by 6, 12-6. Another three-pointer in the left corner. And rebound chased down by Hillers. And Josie Klett working on Carly Rich, knocked out of bounds. CPU will maintain possession. Coming off the offensive rebound again, 22 seconds on the shot clock, so plenty of time. Tupa triggering in, driving down the lane. Shot is short though, Emily Bowe. Skaggs kicks it over to Zoe Allen at the top of the key, being guarded by Hillers. Carly Rich with the three-pointer. Tupa got a hand on that one there. Rebounded by Skaggs. Trying to go to the up and under. And travels. That's 3 turnovers apiece. No turnover there, and the layup is good by Heitman. Nice pressure being applied by freshman Ava Hooker, causing that turnover there. On the drive, Emily Bowe is fouled. You're going to get Heitman on that one. And Taylor Heitman, the senior, picking up her first foul. That's 3 fouls now apiece. Fouls will reset, though, at the end of the quarter. That's the new rule in high school basketball this year. Sydney McCormick checking into the ball game for CPU. Gets it to Bowe, driving baseline. The shot is off. Rebounded by Skaggs. Gets it over to Carly Rich. Loses the handle, looking for some help. Might have been deflected there and could have gotten her dribble back, but she passed it off to Skaggs. To Heitman, thought about the three. Kicks it over to Ava Hooker, driving right-hand side, and we're going to get a bump on center point Urbana. That's the 4th team foul now on CPU. Hillers checks back in for Denny Catcher. Tupa getting a first rest of the game. Quick into Zoe Allen, shot is off. Taylor Sanchez on the floor for the first time. Harassing Adeline Wade. Ava Hooker poking it away, but gets the reach-in foul. That's the fourth foul on the Raiders. And that's her first. McCormick. Stopped on the baseline drive by Hooker. Shot by Klett is no good. Fifth foul, and we're going to get free throws in our bonus situation. So after our first week of action in girls basketball play so far, last year with Sanchez hitting the first free throw, it was a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Last year in WAMAC play, WAMAC teams averaged 14 free throw attempts a game. Right now they're just over 11 in our first week of play. Ball tipped out of bounds by Zoe Allen. Sanchez missing the second, so far the numbers are saying that the free throws are down with the new rule in play. We'll see how that tracks as the season moves on, because the fouls will reset at the end of the quarter. There's a traveling violation on McCormick. She was in the corner and moved that pivot foot before she got the ball on the floor. So that's a traveling violation. That's the fifth turnover on CPU. 3 turnovers by the Raiders so far here in the first quarter. That three-quarter court 1-2-2 zone pressure. And they fall back into man-to-man defense. Nice skip pass over to Carly Rich, and her three-pointer is good. Raiders 2 for 2 from three-point range. And lead 18-6. McCormick looking for the answer. That is no good. Quickly up the floor, Sanchez, no. On the drive, Bo lost the handle. Kicks it out to McCormick. Cross-court pass. Now driving the lane. Blocked by Hooker out of bounds. That was Adeline Wade on the drive. The CPU will hold on to the ball. Zoe Allen to get a breather here in the last minute of the first quarter. Clara Sinclair checking in. Denny Catcher, catch and shoot from three-point range. Nice offensive putback there by Addie Tupa. (18-8) Raiders lead by 10. Nice pass by Hooker, and that's foul on, looks like that's going to be Maya Hillers. If it is, that's her second here in the first quarter. So early decisions for Coach Klett as to what to do with his star player now sitting with 2 fouls early on the game here. Looks like he's going to leave her in for the final. .1. So if Center Point holds for that final offensive possession, as long as she doesn't pick up an offensive foul, Sinclair gets the second. 19-8 Raiders lead. Hilliers brings it over, fouled by Sanchez. That's the 15th foul on the Raiders. That'll send Hilliers to the line. 1 for 3 on this young season for Maya Hillers. And last season, shot 65% from the free throw line and hits the first. Skaggs checks in for Sanchez, and then Sydney McCormick's had to check in for the shooter, Maya Hillers. That way she doesn't pick up that third foul. She needs to make the free throw for that to happen, which she does. 19-10, Raiders lead by 9. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. So Coach Glett taking out his superstar with 2 personal fouls here, not picking up that third foul on the defensive end. Down to 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Hughes getting a screen from Sinclair over to Skaggs. 4 on the left-hand drive. Shot is no good, but fouled by Adeline Wade. So that's not a bonus free throw. That's just on the drive, a shooting foul. So Skaggs getting 2 free throws. Hits the first. The Raiders doubling up and now leading by 11, 21-10. And does not get the shot off there. So impressive first quarter there by the Raiders after their impressive performance against the West Branch Bears to kick off the season, leading 21-10, winning by 11 points here against the 12th ranked Center Point Urbana Storm Pointers. Center Point Urbana starts out shooting 3 for 14 from the field, 1 for 4 from three-point range, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Raiders come out shooting 6 for 11 in that first quarter, 2 for 2 from three-point range, and 7 for 9 from the free throw line. As the Raiders driving and getting to the free throw line, getting fouled. So Maya Hillers with 2 fouls, and that'll be big, and see how that plays out. Sometimes what happens when you get the opponent's star player in foul trouble, that kind of changes your offensive philosophy when they're on the floor. Then you try to pick up that third foul on them and attack them, and sometimes that gets you out of your offensive rhythm. So we'll see what happens, what Coach Klett decides to do with his star player Maya Hillers, and she's going to start the second quarter on the bench. Avery Sweeney, Denny Catcher, Josie Klett, and Addie Tupa on the floor for Center Point Urbana. We're ready to start with Carly Rich, McKenna Hughes, Zoe Allen, Taylor Heitman, and Kennedy Skaggs, the 5 on the floor for the Raiders as we start the second quarter here. Ball poked away and stolen. Sweeney all the way to the basket and gets the roll. Center Point Urbana starting out the second quarter here in a 2-3 zone. Nice pass by McKenny Hughes to Zoe Allen. That's where you want to attack that zone, right there at that free throw line area. Nice bounce pass in there, and Zoe Allen able to take that for a left-handed layup. 3-point attempt by Denny Catcher off front iron. Rebound collected by Skaggs. Skaggs thought about the long three-pointer, moved that pivot foot though before getting the ball on the floor, so that's going to be a turnover on the Raiders. Better that type of turnover though, dead ball turnover as opposed to the live ball turnover that started off the court that leads to a layup. Sweeney going around 2 Raiders and getting to the basket and getting fouled. That's on Carly Rich. That's her second foul, and quickly pops up Taylor Sanchez. Off the back iron with the first free throw, so Carly coming out. In comes freshman Taylor Sanchez. Avery Sweeney 3 for 4 from the free throw line in the first game against Benton. 78% from the free throw line last season, and going to say tipped out of bounds off of Skaggs. As Sweeney misses both of the free throws. Sweeney inbounding, gets it to Klett. Addie Tupa cutting into the lane, looking for some help as the Raider defense collapsed. Going to get a reach then on Sanchez. That's her second foul. And the second team foul. And Sweeney set to trigger again. And gets it out deep. In pass looking for catcher, stolen away by Zoe Allen. Long three-pointer by Zoe Allen off the back iron. Saved by Sanchez. But two. Center point Urbana. First call was center point Urbana losing control, but no. They'll maintain control there. Ava Hooker checking into the game for Taylor Heitman. Adlin Wade coming back in for CPU. Tupa up top of the key to Wade. Catcher to Tupa, driving on Skaggs. A little up and under. No good. Nice rebound by Zoe Allen. And she's fouled by Sweeney. That's the first foul of the quarter. On center point Urbana, so that's the difference again. Fouls resetting. Ooh, close to an over and back there on McKenna Hughes as she was getting across the timeline there and kind of did a crossover dribble. Quick shot, rim in and out for Sanchez. Quickly up the floor are the Stormin' Pointers. Tupa being guarded by Sanchez on the right wing. Kicks it over to Sweeney, being guarded by McKenna Hughes. Gets a screen from Josie Klett as she dives towards the basket. Pass tipped by Sanchez, stolen away by Zoe Allen. Zoe leading the break and going to call her for an offensive charge. It's almost 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter, and we're 2-2 locked up here in the second quarter so far. Raiders had a 21-10 lead at the end of the first, and we're sitting at 23-12 so far here with 5 minutes left in the second. Tupa on the drive, poked away by Zoe Allen, and they're going to get Zoe, I believe, for a foul. Oh, going to get Skaggs on a bump. And that's her first foul on Skaggs. That's the fourth team foul, though, on the Raiders. So CPU in the bonus for the final 5 minutes here. Ava Hooker with the block on the drive by Denny Catcher. Zoe kicks it out to McKenna Hughes. Her three is good. Raiders a perfect 3 for 3 from three-point range and lead 26-12. And quickly back was Tupa. No good. Rebound cleared away by Sanchez. Raiders quickly back into the offensive zone. Hooker with a nice bounce pass to Zoe Allen. Her turnaround is good. And the Raiders extend their lead to 28-12. 16-point lead for the Raiders, 28-12 over the 12th ranked Center Point Urbana Storm and Pointers. CPU starting out slow shooting in that first quarter, 3 for 14. That continues here in the second quarter, 1 for 6. 0 for 1 from three-point range and even 0 for 2 from the free throw line. The Raiders got to that free throw line early and often in the first quarter, going 7 for 9, have not been to the free throw line so far, and that's the question going forward here. The Raiders already with 4 fouls, so the next one will put the Storm and Pointers in the bonus, this new bonus with 5 fouls in the corner. They'll be shooting free throws for the remainder of the first half. Maya Hiller's back on the floor. She has 2 fouls. Raiders switching to a 2-3 zone defense here. Benny Catcher for 3 off. That's a tough thing to do in a zone defense, is to block out. Three-pointer, tip, and controlled by Sinclair. So Center Point Urbana had 2 shots at it from three-point range. Almost a third. But the Raiders finally able to control the rebound. That's that difficult thing to do in those zone defenses, is to find someone to box out. You're kind of boxing out an area as opposed to an actual person. Drive into the middle of the lane. McKenna Hughes, floater, rolls in. 30-12, the Raiders lead. Lead up to 18 points. Hiller's driving through, gonna get a block. That would have been the 3rd foul on Hillers on that drive if that was a charge, but Sinclair moving into position, so that's going to send Hillers to the free throw line for 2. Hillers led the Storm Pointers last year, getting there 79 times, over 3 attempts a game, shooting 65%. Makes the first. Second one off back iron, rebound tipped around and grabbed by Center Point Urbana. And we're going to get a kick on the pass. Center Point Urbana maintaining control. Oh, cutting to the basket was Tupa, and Wade wasn't ready for it. He throws it to where they were, not where they're going. Pass goes out of bounds. Center Point Urbana extending to the full court pressure. The foul is on Tupa. Running into the screen set by McKenna Hughes. That's only the 2nd team foul. Carly Rich coming back on for Clara Sinclair. She has 2 fouls, so she has to be careful. Last 3 minutes here. Almost a turnover, almost a steal there. Emily Bowe back in the game, applying some good individual pressure. Ava Hooker on the drive on the right-hand side. Now to Hughes, 1 dribble, 3-pointer. Oh, off iron. Rebound. Ariana Costa into the ball game for the Raiders. She kicks it out after the offensive rebound. And as my good friend Stephen Bardo from the Big Ten Network likes to say, that's a great time to take 3-pointers. Steal by the Raiders. And McKenna Hughes with the layup to extend the Raiders' lead. 35-13, now up to 22. Raiders led by 11 at the end of the first quarter, 21-10, and now lead by 22, 35-13. So far 14-3 here in the second quarter. The scoring started out very slowly in the second quarter. Raiders leading 21-10 at the end of the first, and for a long time it was 23-12. Still that 11-point lead as each team had 2 points for the first 3 minutes of the quarter. But since then, up and down, and the Raiders have put up 12 points in the last couple of minutes. 6 for 7 shooting for the Raiders here in the quarter, 2 for 2 from three-point range. 1 for 8 shooting here in the second quarter for Center Point Urbana, 0 for 3 from three-point range. And now those struggles are happening at the free throw line, 1 for 4 from the free throw line this quarter as well for Center Point Urbana. Sweeney, Wade, Klett, Tupa, and Hillers, the 5 on the floor for the Stormwind Pointers. Hughes, Allen, Rich, Acosta, and Hooker, the 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Hillers being guarded by Zoe Allen. Ooh, that would have been a steal by Ariana Acosta if Sweeney had thrown that one. Good decision to hold on to that one. 3 by Josie Klett is good. (35-16) the Raiders lead, under 2 to go here in the second quarter. Benny Catcher set the check in at the next dead ball opportunity. Zoe Allen setting a screen for Carly Rich. Gets it to Ava Hooker at the top of the key, being guarded closely by Adeline Wade. Three-pointer in the right corner by Allen is no good. Rebounded by Addie Tupa, and she's fouled. And that's where Center Point Urbana, now it's going to be 2 free throws. Nope, you have to wait to check in because it's a 2-foul situation. So you have to wait till after the first free throw attempt to sub in. No longer a 1-and-1. So Addie Tupa at the free throw line. She makes the first. That's 2 for 5 for Center Point Urbana this quarter. Tupa shot 60% last year, 24 of 40 from the free throw line for Center Point Urbana as a sophomore. Second shot, nice arc, up and good as well. (35-18). Raiders lead. Costa gets it to Skaggs. Between the leg dribble, left hand scoop shot is good. 37-18, Raiders lead, under a minute to go. Catcher in the right hand side wing, gets it down low to Bow. Nice pass over to Hillers, her banker is good. 37-20, Raiders lead. And this is where before the shot clock last year, you might hold it for that final possession. Can't do that now. Hughes on the drive. Oh, almost tipped away and stolen by Catcher. Controlled by Ariana Acosta, and she gets it to Zoe Allen. Gives up her dribble, looking for some help. Gets it from Skaggs. 10 to go on the shot clock. Little hesitation, dribble, runner off board. No, Zoe Allen with the follow, and the left hand is good. Oh, Ava with the bump as Emily Bow is driving to the basket. 5 seconds left on the clock. That's going to send Bow to the line. And Sydney McCormick set the check in here after that first free throw. And taking Maya Hillers off the floor there so she doesn't pick up that third foul in the final 4.3 seconds. Second free throw, rims no good. Quick rebound though by Tupa. Last shot off the front iron. No good. Your halftime score, Raiders leading by 18, 39 to 21. Raiders led by as many as 22 points here in the second quarter. So after leading by 22, 35 to 13, that's a 8-4 run by Center Point Urbana to cut that down to 18 at halftime. So this game was a nice measuring stick, we thought, for the Raiders coming in. Played a great game. 67 points they scored against West Branch. 67-29 the victory there. So the question was, where are the Raiders exactly as compared to WAMAC teams? And a very impressive first half, putting up 39 points against the 12th ranked Center Point Urbana Storm and Pointers to lead 39-21. Center Point Urbana shooting 6 for 25 in the first half, 2 for 8 from three-point range. It was the Center Point Urbana getting to the free throw line in the second quarter like the Raiders did in the first. They are 7 for 12 from the free throw line. They only went to the line in their game against Benton 4 for 8 in the entire game. They were 4 for 8 in the second quarter alone, 7 for 12 overall. 11 offensive rebounds, 8 turnovers, 2 steals, 7 fouls. Scoring 11 points in the quarter, 21 overall, so 10 in the first quarter, 11 in the second. Raiders scoring 21 in the first, 17 in the second. Raiders shooting 14 of 22 from the field and 4 for 5 from three-point range. They were 7 for 9 in the first quarter from the free throw line. Did not get to the free throw line in the second quarter. Had 6 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds. They turned the ball over 5 times. The Raiders +3 in the turnover battle. One thing I'm sure both coaches are talking about is offensive rebounds. So Center Point Urbana grabbing half of their misses so far with 11 offensive rebounds. The Raiders with 11 defensive rebounds. Same thing on the other end of the floor. The Raiders are shooting the ball very well, 14 of 22, including 4 for 5 from three-point range. That's 63.6% for a field goal percentage. And then 72.7% for an effective field goal percentage, making the 4 threes, shooting 80% from three-point range. Raiders taking 22.7% of their shots so far tonight from three-point range. 78% from the free throw line, getting to the free throw line at a rate of 41. And both sides grabbing half of their rebounds, 50% of their misses. So I'm sure that's something both coaches are talking about there is we need to control those defensive boards. 6 for 25 shooting for the Storm and Pointers, 24%. They shot 54% against Benton in their first game of the season, 2 for 8 from three-point range. So that's 28% for an effective field goal percentage. 7 for 12 from the free throw line, 58%. But getting to the free throw line at a 48 rate are the Storm and Pointers there. So again, halftime as it would be the old way as well. Fouls will reset, but Raiders setting the Storm and Pointers for a couple of those free throws, which is the new rule this year. So last year the new rule was the shot clock, which not a whole lot of change in terms of the shot clock. Possessions went up just over a possession a game, which led to 1.5 more shots being taken. Field goal percentage went down just over a percentage. Three-point attempts went up almost 2. So the effective field goal percentage went down. Points went up just a little bit, less than a point, but overall offensive efficiency went down about half a point compared to the previous year with no shot clock. One of the surprising thing is not that Independence, they were the fastest team before the shot clock, averaging about 62 possessions. With the shot clock, Independence led the WAMAC last year with 68 possessions a game. It was Benton who, without the shot clock, averaged 54.5 possessions. And then last year with the shot clock, again, they were the slowest team, and they averaged just under 52 possessions. They actually were slower with the shot clock than they were before the shot clock. So the new rule change for this year is the fouls per quarter. Fouls will reset at the start of the next quarter. Also, fouls in the bonus on the fifth foul of the quarter will be 2 shots. So no 1-and-1 in high school basketball this season. After 1 week, free throw attempts are down just over 2 a game, with WAMAC teams averaging 14 free throw attempts last season. So far this year, they're averaging just under 12 at 11.7 after 1 week of play. I will continue to track this during the season to see what impact it has on free throws during the season. One thing we saw yesterday in the junior high 7th grade game at Mary Welsh Elementary was there were 19 fouls in the third quarter, 10 on the Raiders and 9 on West Delaware. So there was a ton of free throws that were shot in the third quarter, but then that reset for the fourth quarter rather than that continuing as it would have under the old way of 7 fouls, bonus 1-and-1, 10 fouls, the double bonus. Both teams would have been the double bonus for the entire fourth quarter, but that was not the case as the fouls reset then in the fourth quarter. So we'll see what impact that has on free throws attempted, whether that leads to an increase in free throws attempted because they're all 2-shot fouls. That could be one thing, or is it going to be less free throws because teams get to that fifth one, not enough time, and fouls called in the remainder of the quarter to where they're getting to the line, and then that free throw resets for the next quarter. So we'll track that and see if that leads to a decrease then in free throws attempted. So looking at our Capper Ford keys to the game, early on we thought that the Capper Ford key to the game for offense was going to go to Center Point Urbana, but it's the Raiders that are doing the hot shooting 64% from the field, 14 for 22, and scoring at 39 points. They averaged 42 points a game last season, sitting at 39 right now. Last year, the Raiders scored 44 points in this gym against Center Point Urbana. Offensive efficiency of 72. They scored 37 points at Center Point Urbana and sitting here with 39 points at halftime. We thought the defensive Capper Ford key of the game would go to the Stormont Pointers as well. But again, it's the Raiders flipping the script on that one, holding the Stormont Pointers to 21 points in the first half on that 24% shooting, 25% from three-point range for an effective field goal percentage of 28. Last year, the Stormont Pointers shot 36% from the field as a team, a 42% effective field goal percentage, adding in the three-pointers where they made over 6 three-pointers a game. So first half, that Capper Ford key to the game for defense goes to the Raiders as well. The free throw line going in, I had as an even stat there, a push for both sides, and so far that's been the case with both teams making 7 free throws. Center Point Urbana getting to the free throw line a little bit more than the Raiders, thanks to the Raiders getting into that bonus situation early in that second quarter, so they have 3 more attempts than the Raiders, but both teams making 7 free throws in the first half, so we thought that would be an even one going in, and that is so far pretty even there. Rebounding battle, thought that would go to the Stormont Pointers as they collect more of their misses last year than the Raiders did and did a better job of keeping their opponents off of the offensive glass. But so far that is pretty even, so that's a plus for the Raiders of turning that advantage into an even stat with both teams collecting 50% of their misses in the first half. 11 offensive rebounds in the first half by Center Point Urbana. 6 by the Raiders, but again, the Raiders shot the ball so much better, they didn't have very many misses. So collecting half of their misses there as well. The turnover battle, thought that would be pretty even. The Raiders turned the ball over less than what Center Point Urbana did, but Center Point Urbana forced more turnovers by their opponents last season. So thought that would be an even stat going into the game. So far, that has been advantage Raiders as well, forcing 8 turnovers to 5 by the Raiders. So that's a +3 in the turnover battle there. So the Raiders flipping those Capper Ford keys to the game to their advantage. That's why we see a 39-21 halftime lead for the Raiders. Center Point Urbana will start with the ball to start the third quarter here. They have Addie Tupa, Maya Hillers, Avery Sweeney, Adeline Wade, and Denny Catcher, the original 5, starting the second half on the floor, and the Raiders go with their starting 5 for the ball game as well. Hillers on the drive, comes up a little bit short, but collects the offensive rebound and is fouled by Sinclair on the putback. Called that on, Sinclair picks up the foul. Hillers back to the line. Averaged over 3 attempts last season. And hits both there. Cuts the Raider lead down to 16. Carly Rich over to Zoe Allen. Skaggs for 3. Nope, they're going to say shuffle the feet. The little hop there. Going into the shot. So this is the closest Center Point Urbana has been since they were down by 16, 28-12 early on in the second quarter. Center Point Urbana looks to cut in that lead a little bit more. Zoe Allen with the block and the rip away on the shot by Hillers. Over and back violation on the Raiders. That's their second turnover here in the third quarter. Storing Pointers throw it in the backcourt to Tupa. Hillers being guarded by Zoe Allen. Down low to Tupa, being guarded by McKenna Hughes. Her shot is good. 25-39, cuts it down to 14. Closest Center Point's been since it was 26-12 early in the second quarter. McKenna Hughes on the drive, and we're going to get a bump. Uh-oh. That is the third foul on Maya Hillers. How long does Coach Collette leave Hillers out there with 3 fouls? Carly Rich triggers it in to McKenna Hughes. She gets double teamed and going to give a timeout before the dribble went over the midcourt stripes. That was going to be an over and back violation on the Raiders, but the official gives a quick 30-second timeout to Coach Dacey to save the possession there. Sydney McCormick checked in during the timeout there. I'm going to assume she's coming in for Hillers, who just picked up her third foul. So as the Stolen Pointers start making that comeback, cutting the Raider lead, it was 22 at one point, 35-13, down to 18 at halftime, a 39-21, and now down to 14, 39-25. And now your best player from last season is on the bench with 3 fouls. And Carly Rich gets it into Zoe Allen, being guarded closely by Avery Sweeney. Skaggs on the drive, left-hand side, off board, no. Zoe Allen with the follow, that's no good. Catcher over to Tupa in the left-hand corner, being guarded by Hughes. Her shot comes up short, rebounded by Carly Rich. Going to bring it up against Tupa. Gets it to Zoe Allen, being guarded by McCormick, and going to get a bump on McCormick. Second team foul. Her first foul. Carly Rich to trigger underneath. Gets it to Zoe Allen on the block. Quickly back to Carly Rich, looking for that quick three-pointer coming off of the sideline, inbounds. A lot of times, nice cut by McKenna Hughes, but Skaggs didn't see her cutting. Still down on the block, though. Oh, missed, but tipped out of bounds to the Raiders. Ava Hooker checking in for Clara Sinclair. Saying the shot did not hit the rim, so therefore no resetting of the shot clock. 16 seconds on the shot clock as the Raiders inbound. And this is sometimes where we saw last year teams running into that shot clock, getting a violation there. Down to 5. McKenna Hughes on the drive. Runner off. Taken away by center point Urbana. Driving all the way is Avery Sweeney, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2. Second team foul. That's the third foul now on Carly Rich. Fourth foul on Carly Rich, excuse me. Sweeney hits the first free throw. 7 for 12 in the first half. Now a perfect 3 for 3 here in the second. And the Storm and Pointers keep on trimming away at that Raider lead. Free throw violation. Sweeney's foot must have touched that free throw line there. Taylor Sanchez checking in for the Raiders. Looking for some help. Bad pass out of bounds. And turnover to the Storm and Pointers as they look to cut in this lead some more. 39, nice pass, nice cut, and nice layup. 28-39, Raiders lead down to 11. Haven't been this close since it was 23-12 early in the second quarter. How do the Raiders respond here? Skaggs looking for some help, and traveled with it. Another turnover. That's the fourth turnover here of the quarter on the Raiders. None so far by center point Urbana. Hiller's back into the game with 3 fouls. Nice steal by Hughes. First turnover. And the Raiders give it right back. And trying to push. Pass a little too tall for Allen to control. Hillers and Sweeney break the Raider pressure. Oh, little bump on Sanchez. That's the third team foul on the Raiders. That's also her third personal foul as well. Sweeney triggers in to catch her. Catch and shoot. 3 is good. Down to 8 points, the Raider lead. Hasn't been this close since the score was 14-6 halfway through the first quarter. Weave going out front by the Raiders here. Driving through the lane, rimming, no, halfway down and back out. Rebound, lost out of bounds. Going to say last touch by the Raiders. And Coach Dacey's going to take a full timeout here. Going to 30-second timeout to save the possession earlier. Now a full timeout. As Center Point Urbana has started the second half here on a 10-0 run. It was 39-21 at halftime. It's now 39-31 from 18 down to 8. Raiders 0 for 5 from the field here in the third quarter. 3 for 7 for Center Point Urbana. 1 from 1 from three-point range and a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line is Center Point Urbana here in the third quarter. Coach Dacey is trying to calm her troops down here. 5 turnovers here in the third quarter already by the Raiders. They had 5 turnovers in the entire first half. Center Point Urbana so far just the 1 turnover on the steal by McKenna Hughes. Raiders coming out full court pressure. Hillers gets it to Sweeney. Gets it across the timeline, drives to the basket, stops, pivots, no. Zoe Allen clears away the rebound. Gets it poked away, turnover, 6th turnover by the Raiders. And Skaggs steals it right back. And shot is good. Zoe Allen gets the Raiders on the board here. And another turnover on Center Point Urbana. So they had 1 turnover, now 2 in the last 2 possessions. The Raiders back up by 10 with the ball. So nice job by the Raiders coming out of the timeout. She didn't put the ball back down on the floor, so there's no palming carrying violation there. On Skaggs on the drive. Is fouled on the floor, though. Addie Tupa quickly checking in. And getting Avery Sweeney. Skaggs being guarded closely by Tupa. Hughes. Over to Hooker in the corner, drive, a shot, blocked and saved by Center Point Urbana. Bow poked away, gonna call. I'm assuming jump ball, nobody ever gave the jump ball signal. So Raiders get the possession on the alternate possession. So it is a turnover. Hughes all the way to the basket. And 1. So mark that timeout by Coach Dacey. When the Raiders' lead came down to 8 points, they've responded now back up to 12, 43-31. With McKenna Hughes going to the free throw line for 1 more. Perfect 4 for 4 on the season. Of course, back iron on that one. That's my fault. Announcer Jinx. Hillers into the offensive end. Skip pass over to Catcher. Her drive, no. Going to get a foul, though, on Hooker. 4th team foul on the Raiders. That's Ava's 3rd personal foul. Catcher did not attempt a free throw in the first game at Benton. Misses both there. And traveling violation again on Skaggs. As she's spinning, picking up that pivot foot before she's putting the ball down on the floor. Ooh, almost steal there by Sanchez. Tupa driving on Hughes. Kicks it over to Klett in the corner. Three is no good. We're going to get a foul on who? We're going to get it on Hughes for backing in. So that's the fifth foul on the Raiders, so we're going to get bonus free throws here. So Hughes trying to box out and backed into. Addie Tupa, and she misses the first. Raider fans not happy, looking for an over-the-back call on Tupa. Tupa's second one is good. 43-32, Raiders lead by 11. Skaggs bring it up against Tupa. Goes all the way to the basket. Left-hand runner is good. 45-32, Raiders back up to a 13-point lead. A minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Haler's being guarded by Zoe Allen. Madeline Wade over to Sydney McCormick. Back up to the top of the key to Tupa. Driving on Hughes. Kicks it over to Wade. Her three off iron. Rebound off of center point Urbana, out of bounds. And Skaggs will inbound for the Raiders, up by 13, 45-32. A little 6-1 run by the Raiders. Zoe Allen all alone. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Ava. Looking for Zoe again. Poked away by Sydney McCormick. Raiders will maintain possession. Hughes over to Allen on the right wing. Up to Skaggs at the top of the key. Drive, lefty runner, no good. And rebound fought for with Tupa. Tupa's going to come away with it. Tupa gets a screen. Pick and pop there, and nice rim. Nice rim, kind rims. You do not get that kind of a roll at Mary Welsh Elementary. 35-45, down to a 10-point lead. Zoe Allen. Hillers was just standing straight up. Going to call it travel on Ava Hooker. That's the 8th turnover on the Raiders. 13 overall for the game. 12 overall turnovers by Center Point Urbana. So that's a -4 this quarter on the turnover battle. Taylor Heitman checks in for Taylor Sanchez for the Raiders. Raiders putting on some pressure. Traveling violation. The students doing their trick on the opponent there, counting down the clock early, and that actually got to the Stormont Pointers, and they put up the shot early. That gives the Raiders 5 seconds, and Zoe Allen loses it out of bounds. So that leaves 4 seconds left for Center Point Urbana to get one more shot off. Avery Sweeney just across half court. Oh, off back eye. It almost sat there and went down, but that rolls off. So a Raider 18-point lead at halftime. is now a 10-point lead at the end of the third quarter. So 39-21 Raiders at halftime, 45-35. So 14-6 advantage for Center Point Urbana there in that third quarter, going 4 for 12 shooting. They were hot early, but then cooled off as they cut the Raider lead from 18 down to 8. Cooled off a little bit in the last half of the third quarter there, and the Raiders extend the lead back up to 13. Center Point Urbana making the last three-pointer there to cut the lead down to 10. Raiders started out cold at the beginning, warmed up towards the end. They were 3 for 11 in the third quarter. Did not take a three-pointer and missed their only free throw opportunity. Center Point Urbana 2 for 5 from three-point range, including that last heave there at the end of the quarter. Also, they were 4 for 7 from the free throw line. So the Raiders only one free throw attempt after the first quarter, where they went 7 for 9 in the first quarter. So Center Point Urbana with the opening possession here of the fourth quarter. Raiders up by 10. Drive, kick. Nice save of the possession there by Tupa, now driving, and blocked by Skaggs. Kicks it to Heitman in the corner, and she's fouled on a three-point attempt. So Sweeney's going to pick up the foul on the three-point attempt by Heitman. She'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First one rims good. That's only the second free throw. Yeah, you'll bring in the sub after the second free throw here, since there's 3. Second one rims off, no good. Raiders with 9 free throw attempts in that first quarter. This is going to be the 4th here since that first quarter. Center Point Urbana 4 in the first, 8 free throw attempts in the second, and 7 more in the third quarter. So 2 out of 3 for Taylor Heitman. And Zoe Allen checks in for her. Hillers checks back into the game as well. Raiders full court pressure. Tupa behind the back, breaks the pressure. Driving on Ava, kicks it out to the corner to Josie Klett. Swinging all the way back around to Klett now on the right-hand side. Bounce pass down to Hillers. Nice shot off glass in. Back to a 10-point lead. 47-37. Pass stolen away by Denny Catcher, and pass it up to Klett. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. That's the second personal foul on Kennedy Skaggs. Both teams with 1. Klett makes the first. Cuts the Raider lead down to 9. Makes the second, back down to 8 again. 47-39. It was down to 8 in the third quarter as well. 39-31. Raiders responded. Let's see what they do this time. Hooker gets it over to Skaggs. Back to Hooker to come across the timeline, being guarded by Hillers. Should be able to find a mismatch with Zoe Allen if Hillers is out there. But good defense by Hillers, even with 3 fouls. And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Dacey to save the possession there again, with the Raiders up by 8. Raiders led as much as 22 points, 35-13. Led 18 at halftime. And Center Point Urbana just keeps on carving away at that lead. We'll see if the Raiders can hold on against the 12th ranked Center Point Urbana Storm Pointers here. Hillers, Tupa, Klett, Wade, and Catcher, the 5 on the floor. Skaggs kicks it out to Zoe Allen. Her three-pointer is no good. Hillers with the rebound. And timeout called by Coach Klett. We're going to call a 30-second timeout there as well. And Coach Dacey down to just 2 full timeouts. 2 fulls and 1:30 left over for Coach Klett. Nope, he's down to 2 as well. So 1 of each left for Center Point Urbana. Center Point Urbana with the ball, down 8. They have not been under 8 since the Raiders led 12-6. They got a chance to cut it down to 6 and even 5. Which the last time it was that close was the Raiders led by 4, 7-3 early on in this ball game. Down low, Catcher. Dipsy-do move there goes. And they do cut it down to 6, 47-41. And a carrying violation on McKenna Hughes. Second turnover by the Raiders this quarter, 11th turnover of the half after committing only 5 turnovers in the entire first half. Tupa brings it across the timeline. Klett over to Hillers. Avery Sweeney set the check in. Hillers driving on Zoe Allen. Off glass and good. 43-47, down to a 4-point ball game. Skaggs extends that right arm. Picks up the offensive foul and the turnover there. Now Center Point Urbana with a chance to cut it down to 1 possession. Haven't been this close since the score was 7-3. Open is Klett, 3-pointer, long, chasing the rebound. Couple of Storm pointers there. Full court pressure here. Carly Rich back on the floor for the Raiders. She has 4 fouls. Being guarded by Sweeney and Hillers. Gets some help from Zoe Allen. McKenna Hughes on the drive down the right-hand side. To Clara Sinclair, drives into the middle of the lane. Up under, no good, but she's fouled. And Josie Klett will pick up the foul. And Sinclair goes to the free throw line. Claire did not attempt a free throw in the first game against West Branch. Shot 54% last season from the free throw line. And misses the first. Second off back iron, rebounded by Ava Hooker. Steps through and puts it back in. Big bucket for the Raiders. 49-43, a lead by 6. Under 5 to play. Josie Klett driving through. Kicks it out to Catcher. Jump shot, no good. Over the backboard, out of bounds. That'll go to the Raiders. Full court pressure being applied by the Storm Pointers here. Down by 6, 49-43. Hooker, Rich, Hughes, Sanchez, and Zoe Allen, the 5 on the floor. That's 5 ball handlers on the floor for the Raiders to try to deal with this full court pressure that Center Point Urbana is going to give to try to get back into the game. 4 minutes to go. Hughes looking to get it down on the block to Zoe Allen. Ball is kicked by Addie Tupa. Raiders inbound underneath. Taylor Sanchez to inbound. Gets it to Ava. Stepping inside, and she makes the basket and is fouled. Nice inbounds pass by freshman Taylor Sanchez to freshman Ava Hooker for the big basket. 51-43. Ava Hooker with the foul shot. Rim's no good. Rebounded by Zoe Allen, and she's fouled. That's the 4th team foul now. So the Raiders in the bonus, the final 4:18. As the next foul will be the 5th one. Zoe Allen, and there we go. There's the 5th foul. Zoe Allen will go to the free throw line. Which the new foul rule really not going to affect the 4th quarter. That foul on Avery Sweeney, that's her 5th foul. She is done. It's been Maya Hillers that we've been so concerned about. Didn't notice that starter Avery Sweeney, the junior, also was in foul trouble. Zoe Allen to the line for 2. First one is good. Raiders extend their lead back up to 9 after it was cut down to 4 points. Second one, no good. And going to get a pushing foul on Taylor Sanchez on the rebound. That's the 3rd team foul on the Raiders. That's the 4th foul on Sanchez. She'll come out, and Skaggs will come in. And that's one nice thing this year is the increased depth for the Raiders that they did not have last year. Hillers inbounds to Tupa. Full court pressure being applied. Hughes and Skaggs harassing Tupa as she comes across the midcourt stripe. Gets it to Collette on the drive on the left-hand side. To Catcher, back to Collette. Now to Tupa, driving right. 3-point attempt, comes up short. Rebound by Tupa, underneath, no good. Rebound again by Tupa, and going to get a foul on Skaggs. That's the 4th team foul on the Raiders, so Center Point Urbana will be in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Calling it on the floor on the foul on Skaggs. That's her 4th foul. So no free throws on that one. Inbounded, finally to Catcher, looking for a cutter down low, stolen away by McKenna Hughes, up to Ava Hooker, left hand, no, a little too strong. Toop on the drive. Collette from the free throw line extended with the bucket. And 52-45, 7-point lead for the Raiders, just over 3 minutes to go. Hughes telling Skaggs to clear out. She'll take Tupa on her own. Hands it off to Zoe Allen, over to Carly Rich in the corner. Almost pulled on the 3-pointer. Going to run some clock. Now driving the lane, a left-hand runner is good, and a foul. .54-45, back up to a 9-point lead. And Carly Rich will go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 3 for 4 in the first game against West Branch. And 67% all of last season. And she rolls that one in. Hillers quickly down the floor, tipped away, and then touched by Center Point Urbana. So that'll be a turnover to the Raiders. If she lets that go out of bounds, I think it was last touched by the Raiders, and Center Point Urbana would have maintained possession. Raiders up 10, under 3 to go. Carly Rich telling everybody clear down the floor. And she breaks it across the timeline. Being double teamed. Oh, looking for Zoe Allen. The pass tipped away. Now a scramble for it, and we get a jump ball. Jump ball is going to maintain possession for the Raiders, so no turnover there as the Raiders maintain possession. Skaggs to inbound. Gets it to Hughes. Over to Zoe Allen. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Skaggs for 3, just a little bit long. Tupa driving on Hughes, and will pick up the foul. There's the 15 foul on the Raiders. Both teams in that double bonus. And Tupa back to the free throw line. 0 for 1 in the first game against Benton. Shot 60% last year. Good on that one. (55-46) the Raider lead. Second one is long. Long rebound, chase down. We'll say it's off of Skaggs, out of bounds. And Center Point Urbana will maintain possession. Quick substitution, Emily Bowe coming out, and Maya Hiller's back in the ball game. Tupa inbounds it to Hillers, being guarded by Zoe Allen. Over to Klett, bounce pass down low, back to Klett, almost stolen away by Carly Rich. Three-point attempt is short, rebounded by Skaggs. Skaggs takes the shot, and it rolls in. Fans starting to question whether a 5-second closely guarded call should be coming. Didn't happen as she attacked the basket. Tupa quickly back down the floor with the answer. And quick timeout call there. As the Raider lead back to 9, 57-48. So Raiders 4 for 7 shooting here in the quarter. 0 for 2 from three-point range, getting back to the free throw line. 4 for 9 in the fourth quarter. They were 7 for 9 in the first quarter. Only had one free throw in between the second and the third quarters. 5 for 10 shooting here in the fourth quarter for Center Point Urbana. But 0 for 3 from three-point range, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. As the Stormont Pointers cut that Raider lead all the way down to 4 points, 47-43. So the Raiders with a nice response, building that lead back up to 11, going on a 10-3 run to build that back up to 11 points. And then the last basket there by Center Point Urbana to cut that lead back down to 9, 57-48. Raiders will inbound. Come out with 5 ball handlers there. 2 freshmen in Ava Hooker and Taylor Sanchez, McKenna Hughes, Carly Rich, and Zoe Allen, the 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Ava Hooker looking to inbound. Ooh, that was a fast 5-second call. turnover, Raiders. Center point Urbana, minute and a half to go. Inbounding underneath their own basket. Down by 9. Inbound, stolen away by Zoe Allen, looking for my Hillers on the cut to the basket. And big steal there. Timeout. I think the official was going to call a 5-second, but you get 5 seconds on the dribble, or 4 seconds on that 5th second, then it's a violation. But then also when you pick up the ball, then that's a different 5 seconds as you pick up the ball. So you really have, 9 seconds that you can be dribbling and then control the ball. So 2 different 5 seconds. And I think he was about ready to call it. Carly Rich had the dribble, but then she picked up the dribble, so that's a new count then on just maintaining possession of the ball. So that would have been an interesting call there had something happened, but Coach Dacey calling the timeout. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining here. Just over a minute remaining in the ball game. Raiders up 9 with the ball. Let's see if the Raiders are able to hold on, get a signature win here against the 12th-ranked Center Point Urbana Storm & Pointers to kick off the 2022-23-24 season. Picked up their first win of the year against West Branch. Now back in Walmack play here against the 12th-ranked Storm & Pointers. Ava Hooker to trigger in for the Raiders. Gets it to McKenna Hughes. They're looking to double team. Raiders quickly move the ball around. 15 seconds on the shot clock. The running clock probably more important now. Tupa now with the foul as the shot clock was down to 8. That'll send Carly Rich back to the free throw line. Came into the game 3 for 4 from the line. 67% last season from the free throw line. Averaging over 2.5 free throws a game. First one rims off. That's 4 for 10 for the Raiders here in the corner. Kennedy Skaggs jumps off the bench. She's going to come in for Taylor Sanchez. Second one rims in, out, and back in again. 58-48, back up to 10. Hillers quickly, no good. Rebounded by Zoe Allen. And the Raiders quickly bring it up the floor. Carly Rich on the drive, and she's fouled. And Carly Rich back to the free throw line. Shot is up and good. Raiders 6 for 12 now in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. 59-48. And hits them both. Quickly down the floor, and Cooper's pass goes out of bounds. And turnover, full court press. 40.5 seconds left. Raiders up by 12. Need to get the ball inbounded. And what do we get? They're both 11s, and McKenna Hughes thought it was on me 11. No, it's on Black 11. That's on Adeline Wade holding McKenna Hughes. So McKenna Hughes will go to the free throw line. McKenna Hughes a perfect 4 for 4 against West Branch. Shot 63% last season from the free throw line. Misses the first. Averaged 3 free throw attempts last season. Makes the second. 61-48. Again, another impressive performance here by the Raiders as Hiller's pass is stolen by Carly Rich. Her layup, left hand, goes a little bit long. Here comes Tupa. Over to Hillers. Her layup is good. And Center Point Urbana takes their final timeout. 61-50, the Raiders lead. Raiders scored 67 points against West Branch in their first game. 61 points here tonight. Their season high last year was 55 at South Tama. They averaged 42 points a game. So back-to-back games into the 60s for the Raiders. A couple of impressive performances, not only against West Branch, but even a more impressive performance here tonight against Center Point Urbana. Last year, they put on an absolute clinic here at the RAC against the Raiders. They were an amazing team in that 77-44 victory here at the RAC last year. The most impressive performance I saw, boys or girls here all season long, was what Center Point Urbana did to the Raiders. So that's the final timeout by Center Point Urbana. Raiders inbounding up 11. Waiting for the timeout timer to run off, 18.9. Raiders get it inbounded. Is Center Point going to foul, or are they going to call off the Dogs? They call off the Dogs. And McKenna Hughes will be able just to dribble this one out. She'll hand it off to Zoe Allen. Over to Carly Rich. Carly needs to put the ball down for 1 second. And the Raiders pick up the victory. Final score, 61-50. Raiders led 45-35 at the end of the third quarter. They outscore Center Point Urbana 16-15 in the fourth quarter to extend that 10-point lead back up to 11. Center Point Urbana came out in that fourth quarter and cut that Raider lead down to 4, 47-43. But then the Raiders had the answer. And that's what you like to see from that young Raider team, is being able to answer against a very tough, experienced Center Point Urbana team. Actually, that team with some experience as far as minutes and games played, but they're a very young group of sophomores and juniors as well. So your final score from the RAC, the Raiders Athletic Center tonight, the Center Point Urbana Storm Pointers 50 and your Williamsburg Raiders 61. The Storm Pointers will travel to Decorah to take on the Decorah Vikings on Saturday, December 2nd. The Storm Pointers will return to Center Point Urbana High School on Tuesday, December 5th to take on the South Tama Trojans. The Raider girls' next game will be right back here at the RAC on Friday, December 1st, hosting the second-ranked Solon Spartans, who have already defeated the number one team in Class 2A, the Dike New Hartford Wolverines, 49-48 on Rivalry Saturday at Kirkwood Community College in Cedar Rapids last Saturday, and are playing the City High Little Hawks tonight. A big thank you to all the technical assistants from Veronica Heitman and Todd Yelland. Thank you for joining us on our Williamsburg YouTube channel for tonight's girls basketball game between the Raiders and the Center Point Urbana Storm Pointers. Good night from the RAC, the Raiders Athletic Center.